If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. For as little as $1 a month, you gain early access to Expansion Pass and Gamescast, audio versions of spoiler casts and interviews, and more perks at the tier that's right for you. You can even follow us for free and gain all of our main shows on one feed. If you can't support us financially, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/BossRushNetwork or bossrush.net for more great content. Thanks for helping us continue to build something better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is the PC muscle race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
Hey, everybody. What's poppin'?
LeRon.
Yes, sir.
We're kind of looking the same here.
I know, right? Right? The one thing I don't have...
You got your charcoalish shirt on. I've got my black shirt on like I always do. It's fine. You know,
the only thing I don't have is a ball cap.
Yeah, but you have hair that looks nice. I don't. Okay? It's like I don't want to blind the people by my light shining off the top of my head, so I just wear a hat. Okay?
Corey, you know what?
What?
You know what? Just invest in like a male in the male wigs.
No, it wouldn't look right, man. I've accepted it, man.
Are you sure?
I've accepted it.
Are you?
They are, but at this point, would anybody think I look
hair
would look weird with
are
hair
really cheap
instead of without? You know what I mean?
I don't. You know, because no seriousness, you wear a hat all the time. I can't even see you bald right now. You know what I mean?
I mean that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what your head.
Speaking of
the
top
of
of
your
our
head
heads,
looks like.
Also here is the mad pharmacist herself, Stephanie Klimov. Do a barrel roll. Stephanie, I'm so glad you're back.
Do a barrel roll. Hello.
I missed your face.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you. I missed you guys.
We legitimately, it felt like a very bad
y'all's
face about you.
Faces.
Guys, this isn't. There's I mean, there's a lot of changes
a lot of changes in my life, so I have a little bit more free time.
Yeah. There hasn't been a public announcement yet, but there will be one soon. But things are changing, and let's just say it's going to be fun. Well, I'm just going to throw that out there. I'm going to throw that little nugget out there. I'm going to, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Stephanie tried to get me this morning. That's fine. You did something, but
I sure did try to get him.
That sounds a little dirty.
Well, LeRon, you weren't part of it, so you'll never know. Okay. No Eiffel Tower in this podcast. All right, here we go.
I was always
nice.
I'm not going to comment. Just keep talking.
Oh man, I miss this. I just here's the thing. The last couple weeks or so, minus a couple bad things here or there, I haven't felt more like myself than I have today, and it's been great. I just want to say I love you guys, and Ed. And Pat and Josh and Stoy and whoever else is out there. David. Why did I call him Dave? I've never called him Dave in my life. It's David. Jesus Christ. Lasby's out there hanging out.
Lasby.
Anyways, let's talk about games. This is our podcast. This is Boss Rush Podcast, episode 320. It's too many, guys. What are we doing?
I mean, it's too many.
I don't know. Powlock's going to hit episode 500 in 3 weeks. So
shoot,
it's too many. God, if you ever tried a podcast with Ed for 500 episodes plus expansion pass, it's a lot of Ed. No wonder why I'm crazy.
I know you edited the
one
Nintendo
a month ago
but
was
the
5
most
hours
recent
long.
Pow Block was 3 hours.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah. I don't know. We were just hanging out.
Tell Ed.
Wait, what?
Tell Ed to shut the hell up.
Did you like even get up to pee?
We had nothing to talk about, so we just
Wait, you had nothing to talk about for 5.5 hours?
No, listen, I already told you guys what's going on, and it was the week that things were going on, and I just it was more of a we were hanging out talking about Nintendo, kind of getting our minds off of things, but here we are.
Okay. Well,
got it.
That makes sense, but still 5 hours.
I know, it was a long time. It was a lot. Anyways, not important. We usually start the show by talking about video games. Stephanie, you're back. You haven't been here in a while. I know Gamescast exists, but this is the short form version of what we've been playing. That's why Gamescast exists. There's not making fun of that show. It's why it exists. But still, LeRon and I never get to hang out there, so Pat never invites us. That's not true. He sends me an invite literally every time. But yes.
So what am I playing? Well, I finished Pragmata a little bit later than I would like. Yep. I played it on the Switch too, again, just to kind of test its limitations. I played on docked mode. Not a single performance issue. I think once toward the end where literally everything exploded at the same time on the screen, it lagged for like a half second. But other than that, the performance was great. I'm sure the visuals would have looked much, much better on the PS5. But I would say overall, that experience gave me confidence. Like I could play kind of like these larger games, quote unquote, on Switch too. Not all of them, but some. I love Pragmata. I appreciate Capcom trying a new IP. I think it worked well. I appreciate the challenge. It's not going to sit at my top favorite games of all time, but I did enjoy it, and I did cry at the end. Capcom said that they would like to consider a sequel for it. I would like to think
ultimately,
what it would be.
ultimately, this was a studio of brand new people and brand new developers under supervision of like some of their veterans and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why it took like six years for it to get out. But I'm playing that game also, and it is fucking amazing. Like I love it. Like this is a palate cleanser that I didn't even know I needed, because knowing my palate cleanser are games from like back in the past, where I'm just like, I just need to like shut my mind off and stuff like that. I love this game. The dynamic between Hugh and Diana is wonderful. I love the hacking mechanic and the combat and all that stuff. As a matter of fact, sometimes I'm a sadist at this point. Sometimes I find the longest path, because I like the hacking element to it. But sometimes I'll find the longest path to do the thing, I want to say I'm 2/3 of the way through the game right now. I just got to the what's the area called? Like it's area 6. It's area 6. It's after the mining. Yeah. Yeah, because I've already done like the moonwalk and all that stuff, like traverse the surface of the moon and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm in that next area.
Okay.
It was after the crisis incident happened, and this is me not spoiling. I don't want to spoil the game for people who haven't played it yet. But you wind up in a crisis moment in the middle of the game. So I am well past that at this point, and I love it. I love it.
Okay. Yeah. I like how you say palate cleanser, because on one hand, I kind of expected it. I don't know what I was expecting. It's very linear.
Yeah.
It's very like you can break it up easily into chunks, go back to your base like at very frequent intervals if you liked, and then change your loadouts, which at first I wasn't sure if I was going to like it because it's not what I was expecting. But turns out I think that worked out really well, because I can see people can go into sicko mode with this and specialize certain loadouts and then just go all in that direction with upgrades and stuff. So it ended up how it was, how the game was built.
Right,
I think it served it very well, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Blocks was asking, I wonder when the last time LeRon cried in the game. I kid you not. I kid you not. My recent replay of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, I actually cried at the end of it because that is the first time I've beaten it since the original trilogy was out.
Hmm.
And I kid you not, I made practically every same choice that I made my first playthrough. So I don't know. Maybe next time when I jump into it, I'll do something different. Yeah. No, but I actually like got choked up on it because
Aw.
like, I didn't realize that I didn't I didn't realize how much like Corey and I we've talked about Mass Effect a lot, over the years and stuff like that. I didn't realize how much that game had imprinted on me. And this is a game that I reluctantly played because I had people that were just throwing this game at me because this is like, man, this is like Captain Kirk and Jack Bauer like combined into one. And I'm like, what are you doing comparing 24 and putting 24 and Star Wars, Star Trek together? What are you doing here?
Mm.
And there's also Star Wars elements to the game too. Like uh, Mass Effect was an experience, and yeah, so yeah, so my first time playing through, like I was just overwhelmed that I beat it. My second time playing it on the remaster on the Legendary Edition, I was like, oh, the gravity of this whole thing hit me this time.
Mm. Nice. It's been a while since I've cried in a game.
Television shows and
Um,
movies do
but anyway,
it
I'm
do
not
it
gonna
more for me
fill
than
the
video
dead air
games do.
with
Now, video
ums,
games have
but
their moments where it's like, "Oh my god, that just happened," or like, yeah, I can't believe I'm sitting here and looking at this. But yeah, is nostalgia for games that gets me a little teary-eyed.
yeah,
Um,
maybe. But I've also, guys, been crying a lot lately. I was crying today. So, like, my cry meter is, like, all over the
Stephanie's
place.
becoming
So who
a
knows?
big
I could be
softie.
laughing at something
Look
very
at her.
sad and crying at something
It's the
very
blonde
happy.
hair.
I don't know.
Blonde hair.
I am. Like, I know, like, anyway, just to wrap it up, I have not played Pocopia in a while, but like many, many months I've been lost in Pocopia, and I will dive back in it again with the expansion stuff. And right now I'm playing Coffee Talk Tokyo, by our friends Toge Productions, and we'll see where that goes. I'm gonna play around with that in a couple of Steam games until Star Fox comes out in a couple weeks.
Did you play?
And maybe
Have
I'll
you
cry in
beaten
that
Star
too
Fox
because
64?
of
Have you played it?
James McLeod. Who knows? Oh, yeah, heck yeah. I actually, as soon as it was announced, like, weeks ago, I pulled out the N64 cartridge. Hold on. Uh, oh, N64 cartridge, and I played it in front of my son,
Oh
and the
my
things
gosh!
he said, he's like, "This is the worst
wow.
graphics I've ever seen. That's grass? That's an
I
explosion?
thought your son
What
was
am I
cultured.
looking at?" And I'm like, "I need you to see this so you can appreciate what's about to come out in a month or 2." He's not. He's not. After after watching the Nintendo Direct, I said, "What did you
Of
find most
course.
interesting?" And you know what he freaking said? Minecraft.
Um,
Switch 2 version of
you don't have
Minecraft
to
coming out.
you don't have to worry about your son
Anyway,
nursing
that's what I've been
girls for a
playing.
long time if he's still worried about Minecraft right now.
Mm.
Oh, he hates the fact that I bring up
Oh
girls. Now
boy.
I do it on purpose just to piss him off.
That's funny.
He gets really mad. Yeah, Block, I'm not gonna show him the SNES version. Forget about it. His brain will just collapse into
A dying
itself
star.
like a dying star.
Well, Pragmata is the only game I've
Yeah,
been playing
who else
recently.
has been playing
But
some
I am
games?
hooked on it, and I'm trying to play it in chunks, so I'm just not like just tearing it down and stuff like that. But I feel like based on where I'm at in the story progression right now, like I'm getting really close to beating it. Like I said earlier, I love the character interactions and stuff like that. Like I also the design of the game is very well. Like it's one of those games that, like, it looks realistic but still looks like a video game, and, I was talking to my roommate, while we were watching, like, all the Summer Games Fest stuff over the weekend and stuff like that, and we both came to the realization that, like, we still want our video games to look like video games. So the hyper realism and all that stuff, like, I mean, like, this is what's making video games so expensive these days to develop and stuff like that. Like, like, scale it back a little bit, because like if we want to see like a digital movie, like we can just go to the movies, or or stuff like that. We want something that, like, lets us know, like, hey, this is still a video game. Let's play it. Um, but I love that. And let me see. As far as some other stuff that I got going on, let's see. Currently, let me see. So I'm watching this new anime series called Kill Blue. Kill Blue basically, it revolves around your main character. Your main character is an assassin, a professional. Basically, and he's really good at what he does. And a mishap happens after he completes a job where he gets stung by a wasp, a genetically modified wasp that basically de-ages him back to like the age of like 13. So the organization's like, well, we've got a job for you. We need you to infiltrate this middle school because the boss's daughter is going to be going there soon and stuff like that. So basically he's there to scope things out, and then the shenanigans ensue. And before people ask the wild ass question, no, we're not having like this old 30 some odd dude, in a 13-year-old body trying to hook up with girls in middle school. No, that's not what this show's
Look,
about.
that's
Yeah.
that's why
No.
Persona makes me feel so
I was gonna say,
uncomfortable.
as soon
It's
as you
like
said middle school,
everybody's like,
"Ooh, this
that's
is
why
getting kinda
Persona makes me
dicey."
feel so uncomfortable. Like, I want to play them, but also like
Well, it's a
everybody's
dating
like,
sim, but you're in the age of those kids.
I know, but they're kids, and I'm 40, so like I don't want that's. Do you know
See,
how creepy that sounds?
I don't have a I
Out
don't have a
loud?
problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. Like, because I just get into character, like, if I'm playing
You
like a
get into
teenager and then
character.
and
That's how.
there's teenage romance stuff going on,
That's
I'm
how
not
prison
I
sentences happen.
it's not like I'm trying to goon out to that stuff or nothing, but I'm just
That's when
saying,
Chris
like,
Hansen shows up at your doorstep.
hey, if the developers put it in there, they put it in there for a reason. And
Oh,
maybe that's what it is. Sex offender, like, edition. Like, everyone that does the right scenario, like, they get on a watch list. Yeah. But yeah, Kill Blue's out right now. And like, it is, you can watch it on Crunchyroll. I'm waiting for the slow dubbing to happen. Because right now, like episode 10 is available in subtitled form, but they took 3 weeks to get episode 7 out in English dub. But yeah, I'm enjoying the series. It's really stylish. I love the artwork. The music's pretty nice. The music is very good. In that show. I just finished. Oh, go ahead.
I am I was just
I
saying
can
a quick
recommend
thing, like,
Kill
I haven't seen
Blue.
a good anime
I
in a
can also
while, so I'm gonna have to
recommend.
start taking
Let me see.
recommendations from
I
you.
can recommend Kill Blue to you right now. I can also recommend. Uh, hold on, hold on. What's Marriage Toxin? Like, I got that very very highly recommended from a source. The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King. That's also currently ongoing right now. That was pretty good. And there's this anime called Genosha,
Mhm.
which uh which came out last year. It's basically Among Us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One whole season,
Ooh, okay.
21 episodes. Yeah, it is legit. It is legit like a scripted version of Among Us, and I think it's crazy because the Among Us series is coming out real soon. Um, yeah, but nah, Genosha, these guys beat them to it. I'm just gonna say that.
Yes.
It's so yeah. There's some really good anime out there.
Alright.
Those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head. Oh, Fist of the North Star. There's a series for that right now. It's not bad. It kind of. I
Mhm.
mean, it's good. I'm watching it. It's not like blowing the doors off for me in any such way. But yeah. But I'm also kind of particular about the type of anime I'm into these days. And apparently, Witch Hat Atelier is a really good one too that I'll start eventually.
Mhm.
And okay, so and other things that I'm watching right now.
Nice.
I just finished a rewatch of X-Men '97 season 1. I
Ooh,
just finished a
nice.
rewatch because the second season is getting ready to start soon. I forget the date, but it's getting ready to start real soon. And so I had to rewatch it. And I swear, like I got more I caught more like cameos and Easter eggs than I thought I did the original watch because I was like, man, wait, I don't even remember seeing that. He was there the whole time. All sorts of stuff. Like if you have not seen X Men '97, I would definitely say, and you are one of those people, if you've got any type of nostalgia for either the comic books or the original Fox Kids animated, X-Men show, please watch this. And by the way, like, if you go back and watch, like, the old X-Men animated series, you'll learn real soon because
Mhm.
people ask the question like, "This show isn't for ki" people ask the question, "This show isn't for kids." When they watched X-Men '97, right? I'm like and then go back and watch them, and I was like, "Wait, there was, like, adult themes going on in the original Fox Kids show, like, we just didn't pay attention to it." Yeah, I just started watching the, season 1 of Avatar: Last Airbender from Netflix because June 25th is when season 2 starts, and I need to get caught up.
Yeah,
And
man. What a
that's everything for me.
man. That's I need to catch up on X-Men '97. Here's the thing: I watched all of the original animated series to catch up on it, and then I never watched X-Men '97.
I don't understand. Well, I
I know,
I
I know.
actually I do understand because because like we ask the question sometimes like we're making a follow-up to a show from way back in the day, like how good could it be? Like they're gonna change it. They're gonna do something wild or different about it. And now, like, this is literally a continuation of, like, of the original series. It just picks up in a different time period, like well, actually, not really a different time period. It picks up pretty concurrent to what was happening, when the series ended and stuff like that, when the original series ended. So, yeah, but it's just the art style and everything, like, it's the same, but it's modernized now, and it's really good. Like, I'm really glad I sat down and took the time and rewatched it again. Yeah.
Nice. Um, well, I guess for me, I logged into Destiny on Tuesday for the community server slam. Uh, it was really bittersweet because obviously Destiny is kind of ending, but also like the game is exactly where everybody wanted it 2 or 3 years ago. Like
Mhm.
they added all these features, all these things. They added Sparrow Racing League back. They added the Monument of Triumph. They added so much, and it had the highest peak. It had the highest peak Steam user player base since before the final shape. It had like almost 500,000 players playing on Steam alone. So
I wonder if that's reactionary because, like,
oh, it's totally reactionary because when they ended the game, like then they announced the end. There's literally a hashtag going around that says we want Destiny 3, and there's
yeah,
a petition going around that has over 500,000 signatures on it that says we want Destiny 3,
Mm.
yeah.
which is fine. Like I want Destiny 3. I don't want more Destiny 2. I want them to use this base that they have, what they added, and move on, and it sucks that we probably won't get that, but it does give me confidence that we will have Destiny continue. Um, what Josh and I were talking about was like maybe they'll do like what they wanted to do with Halo Infinite, right? Is have this multiplayer suite kind of stand on its own, and then they'll do like single player campaigns. Maybe it won't be a traditional RPG or whatever, but it'll be like, oh, well, you can, play these campaigns, and depending on what you do and what you find, like there'll be side missions and whatever, and maybe there'll be raids and stuff like that. But it was really it was really nice to see like the tower full of guardians again, because the last few times I logged in to play like campaign stuff or do whatever, it's like it was so empty. I would literally load into empty instances in the tower, and I was like, man, this game is empty. It's so sad, but like, it's just a celebration of past and present Destiny everywhere, and it's so nice to see. Free gifts for logging in, rewards for completing different tasks. It's literally everything we've been asking for so long. And it was just really nice to see. I didn't play for very long. I just logged in to we all wanted to log in and just be there. But from what I see online, everybody is so positive about the update and Pantheon 2.0, which is like kind of like a boss rush mode for all the raid bosses. And it's just really cool. But I haven't really played anything else. I was using a lot of my free time watching Summer Game Fest and the Xbox Showcase and stuff, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But the I did purchase the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Switch 2 Edition upgrade pack. So I think that might be my game I play over the next week or so. I'm supposed to be going out of town, but we'll see if I do or not. But either way, I'm going to play it, I think. So, but that's kind of it. I've been watching really bad
Nice.
TV, like really bad reruns of sitcoms and shows like New Girl and How I Met Your Mother and like those types of shows that nobody. Hey,
Hey, still
hey,
better than what I watch. I watch
don't
90 Day
look.
Fiance, so
You
my
don't put mayonnaise in your hair,
shitty
okay?
love
So
life
you're
can feel
fine.
better.
What the?
Is that guy still on the show? The guy with the mayonnaise hair?
I
No.
guess.
I just remember that was a thing
Wasn't that
for
at
a
some
while.
point supposed to be like some type of
Big
hair
Ed?
conditioner,
No,
though?
I don't think so. Though
Exactly.
I think so.
That's
I don't know. I wouldn't want my hair to smell like mayonnaise. But
no,
but one quick
no.
thing
It's
I
on
did
my
forget
list,
to
but I haven't.
mention, has anyone seen The Backrooms?
It's in theaters right now, right?
It's actually it's a good movie.
Okay, yeah.
Really good. Highly recommend it. Yep.
Well, LeRon,
So
what's on the DL?
All right, it's about that time, huh?
It is that time.
You know what? Because we have a ton of things to talk about, I'm going to kind of go through this really quickly here. So, this is everything that you can expect to come out this current week, June 15th to the 21st. We're going to start off with on the 15th, Stellaris Nomads. In this game coming to PC, the galaxy is not a trophy to be seized, but a path to be taken. In Stellaris Nomads, you survive the void by staying in motion. While static empires squabble over borders, your civilization thrives on the move, charting way lines and linking way stations into living networks of trade and influence. Your people call the void home, living aboard arc ships, which are massive self-sustaining habitats that serve as your mobile capital. But even wanderers cannot ignore the coming darkness. When the crisis arrives, will you take up the mantle of Defender of the Galaxy and stand in service to all who share the stars? Again, that's coming out on the 15th of June on PC. On June 16th, we've got a couple of titles coming your way. First off is Copa City for PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series X. In Copa City, you organize massive football events across 3 iconic real-world cities, starting in Warsaw, Poland. Invite 2 out of 6 licensed elite clubs, including Arsenal FC, FC Bayern Munich, and CR Flamengo, each bringing their unique colors, chants, and authentic fan behaviors. But hosting a football fiesta comes with challenges. Beyond the logistics, your decisions must balance the crowd's safety with high energy fun, ensuring a great experience for both passionate spectators and everyday city residents. Master the planning, manage the risks, and let the raw emotion of the match take over when the first whistle blows. Yep, that's Copa City coming to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox Series. Excuse me. Also on the 16th, we have Demio X Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked coming to Switch 2. You assemble your party for an epic journey in the Dungeons & Dragons universe. Demio X Dungeons & Dragons Battlemark blends classic D&D excitement with fast-paced tactical action. Built on the award-winning Demio system, this adventure makes everyone from newcomers to seasoned wizards feel like a hero. Battlemark features a dungeon master-less system that trades traditional roleplay for strategy. Gather your friends and dive into a tabletop experience where success relies entirely on your group communication, clever tactics, and shared decision making. So that's Demio X Dungeons and Dragons Battlemarked. You know what? I'm kind of intrigued. And it's coming to Switch too. So yeah, keep an eye out for it. All right. On the 17th of June,
Interesting.
let's have some fun, y'all. We've got Drug Dealer Simulator 2 coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Step into the early 2000s on Isla Sombra, a brutal cartel hotspot in Drug Dealer Simulator 2. Starting as a broke, unknown outsider with zero allies, you must claw your way up the criminal ladder to earn the wealth and respect. Establish bases, produce your product, handle street-level distribution, all of it just to scale your enterprise, forge vital connections with suppliers, and expand your influence into neighboring towns. Just tread carefully. The reigning underworld kingpins do not take kindly to newcomers encroaching on their turf. Drug Dealer Simulator. You know what? That might be the thing. I'm going to wait for the PC release on that one. Also on the 17th, we have Dial Loop, a roguelite puzzle coming to Switch. Dial Loop is a roguelike match 3 puzzle adventure where you chain same colored blocks and execute combos to crush enemies before your turn runs out. Choose from a diverse roster of characters, each boasting their own unique abilities, and collect strategic relics to customize your playstyle and survive the journey. All right.
It's the best.
Yeah. Well,
I've been waiting for this. It's on my it's number one on my list. Wish listed. It's the only game on my wish list. It's just there staring at me.
There you go. All right. We've got some anticipated titles coming out on the 18th of June, starting with The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. In this highly anticipated adventure coming to Xbox Series X, PC, PlayStation 5, and Switch 2, hope is timeless. From the creators of Octopath Traveler and Bravely Default comes The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, combining stunning HD 2D visuals with fast-paced action-adventure gameplay for the first time. As humanity shelters inside the magically protected kingdom of Huther, the adventurer Elliot and his fairy companion Faye brave the beast-infested wilderness outside, explore the untamed continent, delve into mysterious ruins, and unravel a journey spanning 1,000 years of history. Master intuitive, rewarding real-time combat, backed by strategic fairy support abilities, and prepare to reshape the threads of time. Sounds good. Sounds good. Will I play it though? Is the question.
It looks a lot like A Link to the Past meets the Mana games.
On my list.
Yeah, it does actually.
It looks really nice.
All right. Also on the 18th, we have the anticipated DLC for Dave the Diver. Dave the Diver in the Jungle for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC, and Switch consoles. In this expansion, you join Dave and his friends in this new DLC as they explore a whole new world right into the jungle. A new story unfolds as the Blue Hole Gang gathers together for yet another adventure. The Blue Hole Gang? I believe so.
Is that what they're really called?
Gang. Okay.
Kind of quirky.
Jesus
kind of funny.
Christ.
Right.
And lastly, to round out this list, we have on the 18th also R-Type Tactics 1 and 2 Cosmos, coming to PlayStation, PC, Switch, and Xbox Series consoles. The collection includes remakes of both R-Type Tactics and R-Type Tactics 2 Operation Bitter Chocolate. Wow, that's a mouthful. As well as new post-story missions, online battle support, and enhanced
everything sounds
and enemy
extra
artificial intelligence. All right, there you have it. We have a wonderful list. Wow, you guys could not help yourself, could you?
You said a mouthful and blue hole in this same 30-second span.
No.
I was trying to keep a straight face as I said all this.
And bitter chocolate.
everything's
I'm sorry. Here
residing in the
I
gutter.
come
But that's
back
okay. I love
and
it.
everything's just unprofessional. That's all
I
me.
mean, look,
I've
I've already been there all day, so it's might as well just make my bed there and just lay there.
I gotta say, like, Drug Dealer Simulator 2 is like kind of jumping out at me, and I don't know. I might try Demio X Dungeons and Dragons Battle Marked.
Hmm. I mean, Adventures of Elliot, I guess.
That too.
I want to get that, but I've already spent several hundreds of dollars with pre-orders this
I've been
weekend.
very,
So
I've been
this
very
one I
good.
might just
Like
have to
the
wait for
like
a
the
sale.
last game I bought outside of Pragmata has been 007, and I'm actually planning to start that this week.
Nice. Well, should we talk about the big event this week? The let's see. Let's start. So what we're gonna do is obviously Summer Game Fest happened, the Xbox Showcase happened, and the Nintendo Direct happened. I want to get your thoughts on all of it, but we're gonna kind of go over not every game, just kind of like 8 to 10 of our favorite things that were shown off. Obviously, if we have duplicates, we can just kind of have that conversation. But overall, how do we feel about Summer Game Fest and all the other activities going on? Stephanie, LeRon and I kind of already talked about State of Play, but what did you think of everything?
I thought this kind of summer season of announcements were very good. There were very few losers here, and even the ones that weren't that great were still pretty great. So I think this was definitely a good year. I mean, Sony had some good showings. Personally, I think this is the best Xbox One I've seen in a while. So long as they keep keep with their promises of what they've been showing and things eventually pay off. Summer Game Fest was relatively good. I always love Day of the Devs. I always love wholesome games. And the Nintendo Direct, I know not it wasn't everybody's favorite, but I honestly thought it was fantastic. I feel like out
Yeah,
of everything, there
I
was
feel
something
like
for everybody.
in from all
So
four of the main kind of presentations, even the Day of the Dev stuff and all that, like I feel like this was probably the best summer showcase overall in a very long time.
I agree. I agree.
I think even I feel like Keeley's was the worst, unfortunately, but it was still like really great. I mean, State of Play was awesome. LeRon, we talked about it last week with Josh, but the Xbox Showcase blew me away again. Nintendo Direct blew me away again. Like, I always say Nintendo Direct is packed with like 60 games. If there's 3 or 4 that I want and they show really well, I'm like, I'm done. And they showed the Kingdom Hearts collection, which I'm very excited for, except that it's a game key card, but whatever. I know, God, thank you. The
hey, at least it's not Cloud.
a bunch of Capcom support for Nintendo. A new Xenoblade game next year, the Ocarina of Time remake. Like, there's so much there that just.
That and, like, in the other showcases, like Summer Game Fest, we saw a lot of Switch 2 logos at the bottom, so we're starting to see more day one releases
I'm
for
so
Switch
glad
2,
that
which is great to see.
it really feels like they're trying to support the Switch 2 more than the Switch 1 out of the gate, but also like Nintendo dominates Japan, and a lot of these Japanese developers want those games in their hands because, I mean, PlayStation's not doing amazing over there. Xbox might as well just not exist over there. So like, I mean, I'm not being mean. It's just it is what it is,
Oh, no.
So like, you might as well just put it on Switch. And I think just, LeRon, you and I have talked about this now with the popularity of handheld PCs in general and Switch, like the way these games could and should scale is really starting to benefit, that market specifically. And Capcom's killing it. I mean, they're putting Monster Hunter Wilds on the Switch too. I mean, come on. How? I don't know. And was trying to melt my Xbox, but it'll run fine on the Switch too, I'm sure. You know.
It's one thing it just dawned on me since we're talking about platform support and stuff like that. One thing I realized that was missing, that it's not necessarily that I was expecting, but again, in retrospect, I'm like, you know what? Why haven't we heard anything during this weekend of announcements? Anything
Oh
about
yeah.
the Steam Cube console? Because they said
I have a funny
releasing this
feeling that
summer.
thing
I'm
is
like, well,
going
this
to
would be a good
roll
time
out like
to,
right before
I don't
October,
know,
and it'd be
showcase
like,
it
well,
or
it came
something.
out in the summer.
Yeah.
Oof.
By the way, side tangent, did you see what Asha Sharma said today? Not
It's a
the
shame.
stuff about the layoffs, but the stuff about the console.
I hadn't had a chance to see everything. Because my roommate was while I was cooking, my roommate was reading some of it off. But I didn't have a chance to actually look it over myself.
Yeah. She said that gaming, like the gaming community can't afford to spend $1,000 on a console. We need to look at different avenues of subsidizing and looking at new markets and new ways of getting people in. So I wonder, remember that plan they half-assed tried where like you would pay for like, it was almost like a phone plan for Game Pass and the console, right? Where you paid like, I don't know, 25 or $30 a month, and you did that for 2 years until you paid the console off. Like, I wonder if they could go that route again and be like, here's the 3-year thing. If you don't pay, then, you can't play your console. We'll be able to send a signal to your console and say you can't play it or whatever. I wonder if they could do something like that to get people in, because they've tried it before and it was pretty successful with the Xbox One, and then they stopped for the series consoles for some reason. But that was just an idea.
It's worth considering. I will say that. I don't know, like I when it first came when it was first like a thing that we talked about, right? I was like, oh, we're leasing with the option to buy now, but hey, you know what? This might be the economy right now, And I love that. And I love that CEO of like one of the biggest electronics company said this. I love that because basically it should be putting people like Jensen Wong on alert, because like I think the guy had the gall to say like, like, oh yeah, $5,000 for the upcoming like hardware from Nvidia and stuff like that. Like, are you fucking kidding? Like, we got people right now that are balking, spending $1,300 for low level shit.
Yeah, I know. It's
Nah, we need more CEOs and execs to say the things that make the damn sense, and not say the things that are just gonna make shareholders happy.
yeah, stupid shareholders. You know what we don't have? Shareholders. You know what we do have? Favorite games.
I don't know.
Let's.
I don't know. If we had shareholders,
I mean, if we had shareholders, we wouldn't.
Hey,
We
are
would be
we ready to
doing
pimp?
this at 11 o'clock in the morning and not.
Are we ready to pimp ourselves out?
I've been ready. I'm waiting for somebody to come join my pimpage. I don't know how to say that. What's the word? Thanks, Steph. You know what?
No,
I'll
hold on,
join your
hold on.
pimpage.
LeRon's our
Corey
bottom
Abell
bitch.
let the Iron Lords
You're
podcast
welcome.
crew like pimp him out a few weeks
Hey,
ago.
look, look. It is what it is. It's out there.
Hey, some things were said on live stream by Corey.
Live stream on Twitter. Look, whatever they want me to do to go to Cologne, I'll do.
I was like, ooh.
Okay. Look.
I was like, can I buy tickets to this dance?
Look, man. Just no comment. I love those guys so much. They're great. Anyways, Stephanie, we're gonna start with you. We're gonna kind of go over our, favorite 8 to 10 games, whatever, however much we have time for, doesn't matter. But what's a game
Yeah.
what's a game you're really excited for? No particular order, whatever. Ocarina of Time remake.
And we're gonna go in just no particular order? Okay. No, I'm gonna save that for whenever either you bring it up or, like, kinda last. I'll start with, like, some of, like, the lesser known ones. There are a couple indie games that I'm really looking forward to, and one of them is called Bub. It's an artistic project, 2 friends based out of Brooklyn. I think one of them, like, he had MS and, like, was blind or like, I don't know, he went through, like, a really bad health, journey, and this helped him. So Bub, I'm just pulling up the Steam page so I don't screw it up, is the story of an artist in New York City. He paints, sculpts, and makes worlds for people to explore, but he's losing his gift. He is sick. It's a story of an artist turning his memories into art while he still can. And they use like actual art style. It's a very unique art style. It's kind of like a walking sim where you explore and have conversations. It's really colorful. I'm drawn to unique games like this. And this continues to remind me that indie developers are the ones that are leading the charge with the creativity in the industry. So, out of the dare I say hundreds of things that were announced or updated, this one at least has made it
Nice.
onto my radar and I've wish listed it.
Nice. Sorry, I heard
I'm gonna start
something
something late like that.
moving
Yeah.
upstairs, and I don't know what it is, but oh well, it's fine. It's just there's creatures living upstairs. It's all right. They're small. They're my spawn. It's fine. LeRon, what excited you?
What excited me?
Yeah. What game excited you? Not what you're looking at now. Besides us.
I mean, I'm gonna save the obvious one for last. And so my roommate and I, we watched the entire the entire Summer Game Fest like live, right? And that very first announcement, it was I knew it was Resident Evil, but I did not know it was gonna be Resident Evil, like, it was gonna be, like, the new incarnation of Resident Evil Code Veronica. Like, I literally, like, screamed on the couch. 'Cause, up until, like, whatever's going on, I was like, they said, "We've been expecting you, Claire Redfield," at that point, I was like, I knew what it was, at that point, and that was damn near at the end of the trailer at the end of the trailer. I just lost my fucking mind. Lost it, and there's 2 other times I lost my fucking mind during the entire weekend event. Another one was definitely during the Friday night Summer Game Fest show, though. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
first
that
one.
I'm so glad that I think
Because I
that's what
was
they led with,
what
the
was
Veronica game,
what was
right?
throwing me is
So,
that there was no announced
yeah.
Capcom show. And, like, last 2 years, Capcom had a presence there with their own show.
Yep.
Going back and thinking about it, Capcom shows were kinda, like, lackluster, you know? Um, but, so when I was like, "Oh, like, there's no Capcom show, then we're probably not gonna see anything really substantial from Capcom." And if we do see something substantial from Capcom, it's gonna be basically, like, rehashes, not so much
Yeah.
remakes, but more like rehashes, remasters, or like some version of a game is coming to the lesser consoles or to other platforms that hadn't been on yet. So yeah, so that opener right there, I was like, okay, man, like the adrenaline's already pumping for me.
Yep. That's on my list for sure. As you know, Laurent, I'm kind of newer to the Resident Evil franchise. Love my Leon Kennedy, but I've heard a lot of people talk about Code Veronica, and this remake is once again like another opportunity for me to enjoy it with probably some more modern sensibility. I am curious to see how much more they're going to kind of build off of it and adjust it or
Well,
change it, or if it's going to be a little
if
bit
you've never
more
played the original Code
faithful. We'll
Veronica,
see.
just that whole
But
thing in
yeah,
that
I'm very,
trailer
very excited.
alone is completely brand new to the game. Like that is nothing that was even in the original game.
Uh,
Yeah. Well,
mhm.
yeah, they and I assume I assume every Resident Evil game moving forward is
Got it.
going to be first
Okay.
and third person, right? I
I
would
think so.
assume you can swap.
I think so because yeah, yeah,
It would be hard to go
yeah.
Yeah.
back, yeah.
But yeah, like I can't wait to see like what goes on with this because Code Veronica is one of my favorites from the original set of Resident Evil games. Um, as a matter of fact, I still debate because like it's literally a trifecta of Resident Evil 2, 3, and Code Veronica for me. Like 4, when it originally released, changed up too much, and I was like, I don't know if I can deal with this, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the time 5 came out, I was kinda, like, warmed up to, like, the whole changeover and, like, how Resident Evil was. In 6, I as much as people, like, malign Resident Evil 6, I didn't have a problem with it. Like, as a matter of fact, I thought it was a very fun game to play. But yeah, like, everything from Resident Evil Veronica, and what messed me up, right?
Mhm.
Veronica, right? Because they said REV. So at first, I was like, Resident Evil 5? I was like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I was like, we're suspecting that Resident Evil 5 is going to
Oh,
get a
yeah, the Roman
remake
numeral, yeah.
treatment. We're anticipating that by now, especially with, you know, like, with Resident Evil 4 just happening, you know, as a remake. We figured that, you know, like, they're gonna go to 5. So they threw us on that one, but then when they put Veronica up there, I was like, "Wait a second." And I had to sit down and think about this for a second. The REV thing, so, like, if we go RE5, right? This is the 5th remake because we
Mhm.
had the Resident Evil 1 remake, then we had 2, we had 3, we had 4, uh, and this will be the 5th one. Yeah.
That's brilliant, but they're very cheeky like that, I've noticed. They like to do little hints. Wasn't there like some little, Easter egg, or I don't know, someone claims it was an Easter egg in Resident Evil 9 Requiem, like that
Yes,
if they looked
yes.
at, like, a wine bottle or a book on the
Yeah.
spine, it said, like, Veronica or something that, like, was a heavy nod to Veronica, yeah.
Hey,
Capcom, I like you guys, so
Capcom has been one of
I can
my
see a spotlight for them coming up
favorite
soon to give more
developers, publishers
information.
for shit, going back all the way to NES and Mega Man 2 and Bionic Commando. They've always been my favorite. They've been my favorite company. As a matter of fact, even when they've had
Mhm.
like their lows, like even when they've had their lows, like they've always been a good company, a good solid company.
Yeah. Um. So I mean, mine's my first one's an easy one. I think Gears E
Alright,
Day is going
Corey,
to
how about
be
you?
just can't wait. I'm so excited for Gears E Day. I think the return
Mhm.
of Marcus and Dom. The thing though, what I was talking about on Xbox Casuals though, is like as amazing as that game looks in like cutscenes and in, you know, up close, and when you get up to close to the characters and the weapons and the gore and stuff, when they zoom out and start like showing the gameplay, I was really like underwhelmed at how much it looked like Gears, which like I'm not saying that to like, be mean about it or anything. I was just like expecting something a little bit different, and it looks like Gears. The cover system and the way the characters move and the way the guns shoot, like it really looks like Gears. And I was expecting some sort of evolution, and maybe once we get in there and play it, it'll feel different. But um I think they're obviously adding the slide mechanic, which looks cool, in the new vaulting mechanics and new uh you know different types of moves. But it definitely looked a lot like Gears, and kind of, I don't want to say threw me off, but it just looks like more of the same on the surface, which I wasn't expecting, because they've made such a big deal about this being different and feeling different and looking different. And um aside from how great it looks, it doesn't really look all that different. But I'm still excited because I like Gears, and I'm excited to see uh you know
Yeah.
kind of the full full kind of map of the world. And I'm blanking on the city name, but it looks fun. Gears, definitely. something I'm looking forward to. Xbox console exclusive also. They made a big deal about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad there's finally an
Good. I think
Xbox in
Xbox
my
needs
place, so
to
so
have
it
at
doesn't
least one.
sting as bad.
Yeah.
Everybody's pulling back their damn PC, their damn exclusivity shit. Their multi-content console, multi-platform stuff, and it's starting to piss me off. Damn you, Sony.
Sony. Those guys.
Hmm.
Those guys over there.
Hey, but at least I'll still be able to play these Xbox games on the PC.
So, Stephanie, what's your next thing?
Mhm. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw out another indie title. I'm excited for this one because apparently I now like horror games. It's called Tenebris Somnia. It was on, I think, Day of the Devs. It might have opened with Day of the Devs. No, it didn't. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2D retro survival horror adventure game, and it's published by New Blood Interactive, which I never played it, but I watched a Let's Play. It's stylized a lot like the Unholy Trinity games or game. It's like very pixel 80s art, but it also has FMV in between. Like it's very very different and interesting. The goal is you're unveiling the depths of a disturbing story. I think you keep having dreams of like your ex-boyfriend constantly getting murdered. You solve puzzles, fight horrible creatures, but they're all in this like cute silly little like pixel art. I don't know. There's just something about a horror game in pixel art that like intrigues me so much. I always believe that you can be moved to emotion, including fear. Um, like you don't need very realistic, overly grotesque visuals. You can easily achieve fear or tell a good story with pixel art or anything. So, Tenebris Somnia, I highly recommend it. I pre-ordered a physical copy.
Nice.
It's releasing
Looks
October
cool.
16th.
Day of the Devs even had a really good showing. So,
Tenebris Saga looks
LeRon.
pretty fun. Looks pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
LeRon.
All right. So
Right?
Virtual Fighter 5 Crossroads. Okay, so I'm not
Hmm.
gonna say I'm the biggest Virtua Fighter fan. I'm not gonna
Mm.
say that, but, back when VF4 was out on PS2, like, that was the first Virtual Fighter game I actually, like, took seriously and played and stuff like that, and I tell you what, like, Virtual Fighter 4, like, is an experience when it comes to fighting games. I mean, we've got our Street Fighters, we've got our Soul Caliburs, we've got our Tekkens, we've got our Guilty Gears, we've got our, like those type of fighting games and stuff like that. And then there's Virtual Fighter, a game that is super technical. You just have to get in there, experience it, and learn your shit. You know, and I love the production value they put behind just like releasing this. I know there was leaks a couple of weeks before like all this happened, and Sega went on a massive like takedown, like campaign on YouTube and stuff like that. But seeing this, and actually seeing a lot of the stuff that they have planned for it, the stuff that's in action, seeing like classic characters from the original 5 VF games showing up along with this new cast of characters, this game looks very exciting and very fun. And then watching the breakdown of like how the battle and the combat mechanic goes. I mean, we've even got like people like David Hayter from the voice actor for Metal Gear Solid Snake. He's part of the writing team for this. We've got devs from like some of Sega's like other franchises like coming in lending a hand with like the production and development of this game. And do not be mistaken. It's been I wanna say this is the first entry Virtual Fighter in, like, 20 years. I think
Mhm.
19 years, actually. Yeah, so
Yeah, Virtual Fighter
this is a
5
big
was on
deal.
PS3,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big deal. I know, and I'm excited for it. I'm just gonna just monumentally get my ass whooped because like, Virtual Fighter is fun, but Virtual Fighter is an experience.
Yes, it is. It's definitely an experience. Still fun though. I used to like Virtual Fighter a lot, and then I don't know why I stopped. I just did. I think Soul Calibur ended up taking that spot for me. Especially when they started adding the guest characters like Link in 2 and the Star Wars
Vader.
characters in 4 and all that. So
it was
Link.
Vader and Yoda, right?
it was Yoda and Star Killer in the Xbox
Star
version.
Killer, yeah.
Which Force Unleashed, underrated. Just saying, bring it back. Man, for me, I was really excited to see the Kingdom Hearts games get a Switch 2 proper release. Like, I know those games are available everywhere all the time now, but like, I don't know. I'm so happy they're on Switch 2 and not a cloud version, not a, BS kind of cut down version. It's just all there. Just all there. There's a demo of 3 out on the eShop right now. I will warn everybody, these games still play like PS2 games, and that's what you're going to get. But,
you expect them to modernize those games?
Yeah, I had a sense of joy seeing them come to Switch 2 and not as a cloud version. I'm so glad that's just done and away with, and that leads into, I don't know if you want to combine it together, but
there's a lot of that going around though.
I almost said Final Fantasy. Whoa, which that'll be talked about later. Yes, Kingdom Hearts 4. The fact that we got like another look at it, like from a Nintendo.
Yeah, it was.
Direct,
I'm shocked that we saw Kingdom Hearts 4 gameplay and like just the presence of Kingdom Hearts at all. Right, I would have thought that would have been at the State of Play, to be honest, if anywhere, Kingdom Hearts 4. But just because the numbered games are so tied to PlayStation. But and the fact that the 4 is also coming natively to Switch 2, like feels really. I feel like Nintendo finally did it. They finally
they finally put the right trap out there.
Yeah.
I also feel like Square has learned a valuable lesson from like putting their stuff exclusively on one console.
Yeah, they learned their lesson. Final Fantasy. Yeah,
it was a good run. I'll say that.
Yeah. Also, like when 4 million copies though on one console, on a new console that like a year after the console comes out is below expectations for Final Fantasy 16. It's like, come on, guys. What did you expect? You put it on a console that's, $500, $550, whatever. Nobody owns it yet, and it's a $70 game in a world full of games that are free to play $10, $20, $30 all the time. Like
in a world full of games that are free to play.
Free to play. No, I don't know. That was weird. All right. Whose turn is it? I got distracted. Oh, I just went. Kingdom Hearts. Right. Stephanie, it's your turn.
Well, no, you mentioned. But then I threw
it
on.
Can if you want.
Okay, well, so me saying Kingdom Hearts 4
I'm here to make
count?
you happy
and
make it so easy on you, Stephanie.
No. I want to talk about this one next.
You lay back and relax. I'll take care of everything.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, I wish I was awake enough to.
I'm not even going to say what I wanted to say just now.
Come back for that, but anyway.
Hold on, pause real quickly here. So I'm on Steam right
anyway,
now because I was starting to wish list a whole bunch of these games and all that stuff. The Steam machine is in the listing here for November 12th. Actually, wait, never mind. This is 2025, so they probably have not updated this.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ron got me all excited.
I'm just exciting
more
everybody
excited
tonight.
than Corey got me excited. Now I'm like, I'm like this. Stop it! My heart cannot be toyed with anymore today.
I leapt before I looked.
I already told you what's happening, Stephanie.
What's happening?
We already had this conversation earlier.
Okay. I am looking forward to Spyro: A Realm Beyond. I am so flippin' frickin' happy that they let Toys for Bob actually make this. I didn't think this day would ever come. And I also learned this fun fact, the original voice actor for
Yeah.
Spyro is coming
Oh
back.
yeah.
He's the same voice actor as SpongeBob. Let that sink in. Anyway, I grew up with Nintendo consoles, but my friend down the street had a PlayStation, so I'd ride my bike to her house and we would play either Tomb Raider or Spyro. And I love Spyro so much. I had so many great memories, so I'm just so happy. I know this is not a console exclusive. I believe it's going to Game Pass, but
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm glad.
happy.
I
I'm
wonder
happy for
if this
Toys for
does
Bob.
well, if
I'm
they'll be able to
happy.
do
Spyro
something
makes
like
me happy.
Banjo or Crash or something. I'm
Oh my gosh, I would just
Mhm.
cry. Happy
I want
tears.
I
Not
just
the
I
sad
wonder
tears from earlier. I would
why
cry happy tears.
I, don't get me started on Xbox's portfolio mismanagement. LeRon, what's your next game?
My next game. All right. So I'm trying to. Okay. I know somewhere somebody is laughing their ass off when when I say this one. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake.
Oh, you waited till Stephanie left to say that?
Why did she leave?
She went to the bathroom.
Hold on.
Did
Hold
you
on,
not
wait.
read the public chat instead of our private?
Oh, I did not because I've got so many like windows open. Okay, you know what? We'll come back to that one then. Just save that reaction.
I think we all have the same reaction to Zelda though. So we'll all just have a big old.
All right, well,
we'll just
I'm gonna
have
go
a
ahead
big
and
old party about.
All right, well, okay, well, all that aside, we'll come back to that one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. You know what? All you gotta tell me is Platinum Games, and like I'm there, like because even Platinum Games shitty games are good games, with the exception of that one game they got killed in 2 months. I don't remember the name of that game now, but TMNT: The Last Ronin. I can't wait to see what they have going on. If it's anything like Bayonetta, if it's like a hybrid of Bayonetta and Nier Automata, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun,
I am too.
I'm looking forward to that. And by the way, I want to extend apology to the public chat.
At least
for
you didn't take your
telling
laptop
everyone
with
I
you.
was
That would have
gonna
been
go
even
to the
different.
bathroom.
Different.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah. But Corey, you're
having a day. But that was like very basic.
It was. It was just like
the
It was
announcement
just like
for
a
the
the
Last Ronin,
teasers.
right? It
yeah,
was
it was
literally
a teaser
just
kind of tone
we're making
piece
this.
trailer more than a actual gameplay trailer. But I imagine, I mean, Platinum has experience with Ninja Turtles, right? Like they did a Platinum one, and obviously they know what they're doing with combat. And I wonder how this is. I'm not going to spoil The Last Ronin. I mean, does everybody know what it's about? Everybody knows what it's about, right? Like it's just
But
there's one
there's
one Ninja Turtle left because the others are gone.
It's
and
I need you to tell me because you're the Ninja Turtles fan. Michelangelo's The Last Ronin, isn't he? I'm not Michelangelo. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah.
why are you
He's the last Ronin,
spoiling
isn't he?
it? I just said I'm not going to spoil it.
No, you will
Spoiler
tell me.
alert.
You will tell me. Put it in the private chat.
I'm not telling
Right
you
now.
anything.
Do it.
No, it's
Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come over there.
The turtle.
Don't make the
last
mistake of
turtle is Greg.
putting in the public
turtle.
chat.
Gregory.
Of
Gregory
course,
Von
it's
Turtle.
great. That's what happens when you blend all the colors together.
Anyways, I just I'm really excited for it. I think they could do a lot of interesting things. I wonder how they're going to tell the story though. In The Last Ronin, just because there are a lot of flashbacks, there are a lot of, I don't want to say side stories, but a lot of stories about the other turtles and Splinter and who's left and who's not. And I wonder if Casey Jones will be involved. I'm sure Karai will be involved, which is Karai's like one of the most underrated Turtles characters in my opinion. She's those who don't know is depending on which continuity you read, is Shredder's adoptive daughter. and genetically enhanced daughter with the ooze and everything. So again, it depends on which continuity you read, but she's a really awesome character. So there's a lot they could do with this. Plus, they just came out with the prequel series for the Last Ronin, which is like, well, you just kind of defeated the purpose of the Last Ronin, but whatever. So they could do some of that too. It's I'm excited. That game looks cool, or it sounds cool at least. I'm a little concerned though because I don't know if you saw who's running that studio, LeRon. Amy Hennig is running Paramount Games Studio. And she's still technically working on the Captain America Black Panther game.
How?
I don't know. That's what I want to know.
I like Amy Hennig, but I man, can we just get her to land on her feet?
I mean, I hope she gets to finish the Captain America Black Panther game because that game looks awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. She's starting to get the what's her name? Jade Raymond stink on her. Like the we're gonna go start 1,000 different projects and never finish them and then leave to start a new one. But anyways, whose turn is it? Is it my turn? It's my turn. My next game, Fable. I think Fable.
Yeah,
I mean, Haley Atwell is in it now, and look, anything she's in, you're selling me on it. Okay, I don't care what. She could be wearing a bag over her head. I don't care.
Let me tell you, this guy obliterated my text messages.
I did.
Because I couldn't. I had to be out to take care of something, so like I missed the showcase. And I was gonna watch it, and like all caps in like 128 point font. I was like, Haley Atwell is in Fable.
Pants.
So if anyone wants to like get Corey's pants, I recommend
or anything Haley Atwell's done. I guarantee you, she walks if someone walks in the room dressed up as like what was Haley's character in Marvel
Carter, Agent Carter,
Captain Carter.
Don't do this to me,
Captain
guys. You
Carter cosplay.
Look, there are 3 celebrities I will 1,000% melt for. Okay, and Haley Atwell is one of them, and Mila Kunis is one of them. So
honestly,
and neither have I, but I've seen her enough, so it's fine.
Haven't heard that name in
honestly,
a while,
I have a thing for Haley Atwell too. I do,
dude. She's not even like, oh, she's so hot, right? But she's like this. She's elegantly sexy, and it's like, gorgeous. And she's British, so it's like
she's beautiful.
She's gorgeous. Oh my god, and she had.
Yeah.
No, that's the kind of beauty I like over just pure sexiness. Like I agree.
Fable looks great. I can't wait. I mean, she does look great, but Fable looks great. I'm glad they showed off like the serious tone and like kind of went over, because I think a lot of people just think Fable's like this big joke game, right? Where everything's a joke in it, and it kind of is, but like the joke is that the heroes, quote unquote, the Heroes Guild, none of the people they consider heroes are heroes. They all are just con artists and awful people. And
so basically you're running the mill Dungeons and Dragons like fanfic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. With Haley Atwell. She's the villain though, so you're probably gonna have to kill her at some point, which will make me sad. Can't do that. Just gonna down the plane like Captain America did. Yes, for that 17-year-old movie.
Spoiler alert. Oh, I'm looking forward to that too. Well, I'm gonna keep on with the quote unquote classics. The fact that we're getting a Crazy Taxi is crazy. I'm getting it. I don't care. I'm so excited. I showed Nikolai the trailer and he doesn't understand what's so cool about driving a yellow car because I get, he didn't really grow up in the age of taxis, let alone Crazy Taxi. So I think it's called Crazy Taxi World Tour. I don't know if it
Oh.
will really end up being good as I remember enjoying it as a
The
kid.
fact that they
But
opened
for
with
the
the Offspring
sake of
song,
The
nostalgia,
Offspring,
damn
yes.
it,
sold me.
I'm
It
excited
sold
for
me. I don't
this.
care if the game gets like a 3 out of 10. I'm sold.
Yeah,
Yep.
I will say I really wish Sega had brought a little bit more because I am
Right?
just
Ugh.
salivating to see how Jet Set Radio turns out.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they're probably gonna
maybe
do like a I mean, every 6 months they'll probably have some sort of retro
Mm.
comeback
and,
game, right?
and
Like
maybe, just maybe, finally Jet Set Radio Future will show up.
maybe they'll make Phantasy Star 5 a real video game instead of this online fan service nonsense. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think people are ready to go back to that type of turn-based RPG style?
It doesn't matter. I am.
I mean, I kind of miss it, but at the same time, I do like how JRPG combat systems have evolved now. I do like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, Stephanie, LeRon, whose turn is it? It's your turn, LeRon, right? Yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
It's my turn. It's my turn. So
It's
guys,
LeRon. Yeah, I
so
just talked about
guys,
Crazy Taxi.
oh how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. Because I sat through that entire Nintendo Direct show and a Zelda game that I did not want showed up, but at the same time, I am very intrigued and it is on my wish list now. So Ocarina of Time remake. It I didn't.
How
Everybody
LeRon
knows
dares say he
it's
did not want
Twilight
this.
Princess and Wind Waker. Those are the ones I want.
Blasphemy.
Those are the ones I want. And I was like, someone's lying to you guys when those rumors about Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask was happening. I'm like, somebody's lying to y'all. Those aren't happening. There's no way in hell. Like, how many more times is Nintendo going to force y'all to buy this game? I've never bought this game though, so this is going to be my one time.
Yep.
And
people are complaining that it looks quote unquote too real. HD polygons that look
What
like
the
trash.
hell do you
That's
guys
what they
You
want.
know what?
out
It
there?
looks
What
it
the
looks
frig
better
do
than
you
every
want?
other attempt they've done to remaster the game. So
It looks
guess
better
what?
than it. Like it looks really good. I don't know what they want.
Yes. Yeah, as far as we know,
And you see so
that's
little.
a cinematic.
Like, how can you
he
judge it
might
based
wind
off
up
of
looking
a
like
sleeping child on a
glorified,
straw bed? Okay.
64 polygons.
Hey, but to be fair, though, I will say this, Ron. To be fair, I also resigned to the fact that a Ocarina of Time remake would
Mhm.
never happen. I just never thought Nintendo would give a crap actually to remake a game like that. And Block actually published an editorial today. I gave him the green light to publish it today. That there's an argument that could be made that we really didn't need it, which I actually might also kind of agree. Like, because the original game in the 3DS version I think are fine. Like, it's that good of a game that it stands, the test of time. Now granted, I still cried and screamed and beat my chest, and it's the best day of my life kinda situation, but technically, if they did not announce that, but announce like, "Oh, Twilight Princess Wind Waker port instead,"
See,
I probably
it's
would have been
funny.
just as happy.
It's funny, right? Because you say that, and it's funny because
again,
like
not
when
to
I was watching
discount,
the
trust
direct,
me,
I was like,
I'm
"Oh my
day
god,
one.
Stephanie probably fainted," and just to hear you go in full gorilla mode about it, I love it.
She sent me a whole bunch of crying emojis.
Oh.
I was like, "Here it is," and she just sent me a whole bunch of like.
I did not watch the Treehouse though.
No,
I'm sorry. Watching the Treehouse is torture for me.
Can I say something about the Treehouse people?
No.
Yeah.
They seem
No.
like very nice people. Okay, they seem very
Yeah.
genuine. They seem like they are probably great marketing people.
But
Nintendo needs to hire some damn hosts. Okay, like they need to hire people that know how to be on camera. I think the only person that knows how to be on camera is Jose Otero, and that's because he worked at IGN forever. But like, look, they seem so sweet and so nice and very controlled by Nintendo, but they need They need some damn host to host these things. Anyways, that's my TED Talk. I'll be here all week. You can subscribe to my, I don't know. Subscribe to LeRon's OnlyFans for more. I don't know.
Yes, please. I need extra income.
He needs those tokens. Anyways, is it my turn again? Is it already me again? Oh, interesting. And this is something, this is just me specifically, because I've been wanting to play these games all the way through in like a weird sitting or whatever, but the fact that we're getting Switch 2 versions of all the Xenoblade games and then Xenoblade Genesis, like, I'm very excited because I've been wanting to play those games, and now that I'm gonna have a bunch of free time on my hands, I think maybe it's time to do that.
See, and you know,
I know,
and you know, I when I saw that, I was like, man, Corey's got like the biggest
games,
like
man.
gaming boner right now.
Yeah.
Well, that and there's going to be Xenoblade. Was it
Yeah,
Yeah,
Genesis?
because this might be a prequel.
I keep calling it Xenoblade 4,
it is a
which isn't
prequel.
the
It's
correct
it says
term.
the description says a new beginning for the Xenoblade
Prequel,
universe.
I think, yeah.
So it could be a prequel, could just be a new series in the Xenoblade series. I don't know.
Very exciting. I'm like, oh, maybe this would be a great entry point for me to get into it, because I think I do have the Xenoblade and first 3 in the Switch physical format, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm overwhelmed and too nervous to start them because I hear they're kind of chonky, full of hours and hours and hours of game time that I don't have.
Mm-hmm. We'll make
maybe I will have more time too.
We'll make
Corey.
a weekend
Who
out
knows?
of it. You know,
Maybe
we'll
that's
just
how
hang
I'll
out and
fill my weekend
put some
nights.
TVs in the living room and just be children for a weekend. It'll be fine. LeRon, you can come too, I guess. Ed, you're not invited. Adults only.
Remember,
I am an adult.
Oh no. No. We're all gonna do this road trip. I don't know in what direction, but we're all gonna go and find each other, and then first we're gonna play games, and then we're gonna go out and be each other's wingman, wingwoman, and live our lives.
It's so hard to be
there you go, the
sexy and
trifecta,
romantic,
the triforce of our lives.
Full on food. It feels, I don't know. That's just me. Never mind. Keep going. Whose turn is it? That was a weird.
Okay. Well, all right.
I liked the conversation.
I don't know. I derailed the conversation. I apologize. I'm in a mood today.
I did. It is.
Oh no, you mentioned Xenoblade, so that means it's my turn. Okay. This is one where I got burned during one of our previous Metacritic drafts because it got delayed and didn't come out that year, and then we're like, it's never going to come out ever.
I remember.
And that's Wolf Among Us 2.
You were upset. You're about as upset as I was with Advance Wars.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So we finally got to see it. It's coming out. Don't have much more to say other than I miss those Telltale games. Miss Wolf Among Us.
It's true, which is great. I'm glad.
I haven't played Wolf Among Us. I haven't played Wolf Among Us since it was on PS Vita.
Which side note, I don't know about the release date for that, but isn't it so crazy obvious how every game except for maybe 2 are releasing in September, October, December?
I know.
Like the
like
September
3 games a week until like
window
the first week of November,
insane.
and then it's
the most insane I've ever seen.
It comes out.
Like I tell you, man, people's credit cards are going to overheat.
Overheat.
I mean, if you're not being a smart gamer, like you just put yourself in debt the entire month of September. Especially if you're planning on getting Grand Theft Auto. You just put yourself in debt.
Kind of like what I did. Yeah. Actually, I should have asked this when you brought
Yeah,
Ocarina
I'm
of
expecting
Time up real quick, LeRon. Like,
Oh, I'm
Ocarina of Time did not get a
You
release
know,
date, but
Nintendo's actually pretty good at sticking
it
with their
says
dates,
2026.
even though, with the exception of Legend of Zelda games, because you guys, Tears in the Kingdom, I feel so bad for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's just say for S and giggles that they don't push it out and it's 2026. The only timeline that makes sense for me, no pun intended, timeline, is like November, like holiday. And I've been seeing memes of like the one game that could stand a chance against GTA 6. And I
They
wanted
are.
to ask your thoughts on that meme because
They are, and
I just think they're two
I
completely
feel,
different
and I honestly
audiences.
feel like,
So,
Ocarina of Time would be safe if it comes out around the same time as Grand Theft Auto, because I think Grand Theft Auto has like a November 16th launch date. Um, so I feel like it would be safe. As a matter of fact, if people were going to buy more than one game that month, it would be the Nintendo fans of Legend of Zelda plus the fans of Grand Theft Auto. Because Grand Theft Auto is an event. Like, I mean, it's wild. It's wild because I remember I was working at GameStop when GTA 3 was a thing, and GTA 3, like, we were getting the press releases and all that stuff saying that Grand Theft Auto 3 was going to be the biggest fucking deal since like sliced bread. And I was like, there's no fucking way. And then at the midnight release, we moved 300 copies that night at the midnight release. And I was like, holy fuck. And it was and GTA 4 was
wow.
kind of the same, but the next big one was GTA 5 as far as like how many yeah, and I'm like, man, like Grand Theft Auto is a monolith at this time. And it's wild because
Yep.
like, man, like I don't because like I remember the original GTA games. And I was like, how are these games still around? You know? Um, yeah, but I feel like only Nintendo can be safe with releasing a Legend of
Mhm.
Zelda game in the same time frame that a Grand Theft Auto game is coming. Only Nintendo can pull that off. There's literally no other company that can pull
Yes.
not even Capcom and Resident Evil. They can't do it.
I
No.
did. It's fine.
Yep, say
Yeah,
what you will about
yeah,
Nintendo, but
you're
I
just
Corey,
agree.
did you
you're
see that
just gonna have 2
message?
tracks instead of 1. It's fine.
Okay. Are we okay?
What
Are we good? Okay.
Yeah. We'll do a
Oh, is
couple
it
more.
is it is
We'll
it
do
my
like
turn
2
for the
more
pick
each.
now?
I don't know what
Yes,
number
it
we're at, but
is.
Okay. All right.
why?
Well, then how about I just throw my 2 out right now then?
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Oh,
he wants to shake things up,
yeah.
Corey, alright? Sometimes we need that. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, go,
Because I know
LeRon.
because I know Corey's gonna say this one game I have on my list. So yeah, I'm shrinking my list down right now. All right, so first one, Final Fantasy VII Revelation.
Woot woot.
Final Fantasy VII Revelation. Now it's wild to think. It's wild to think that there was a time when I was like, I'm just gonna wait till all 3 of the titles are out and then just buy them all then, just kinda like how I did Mass Effect. I am so glad I've been playing the games as they've released, even though I haven't even started Final Fantasy VII Rebirth yet, which means I have plenty of time, to get into Final Fantasy VII Revelation when it comes out. But oh man, like the stuff that they showcased for Final Fantasy VII Revelation was just it's just gorgeous. I and I love how each game has made adjustments and new things to the combat mechanic while still keeping the fighting mechanic in combat, you know, the same, if that makes sense. I love it. So and I also cannot wait to see like, how this whole thing ends because like basically the way the Final Fantasy VII games have gone with Remake, Integrate, and then Rebirth, like they've been throwing us for loops at the same time, like still sticking us with the nostalgia and all that stuff. So I cannot wait to see
Mhm.
like what they have in store for us with Revelation. Um, I heard that the weapons like Emerald, Diamond, and Ruby now play a more significant part than just not some random boss encounter that you get bonus stuff from. Like I
Mm.
love how like they're actually part of the story now, and just not just not a side quest, basically. I love that. I can't wait to see what they do next with the materia system, because like that's the refreshes they've made as each installment of the game has come out. And I told my roommate I would not be surprised if there's like a fourth edition coming to this, because like it's Square Enix and Square loves this. But wait, there's more, after we think everything's done, So I can't wait to see it. Should I drop
Yeah.
my last pick,
I mean,
or are we just gonna go around again?
I'm
Because
fine.
everybody knows what
Then
everybody
just say
knows
it,
what my last
LeRon.
pick is. It's the other reason why
Just say
I
it.
got up screaming and jumping on the couch.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you were going to say the Switch 2 version.
Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance.
yeah. I thought of you, LeRon. You're the first person I thought of when I saw it.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds Ascendance. And I love how they brought back my all-time favorite Elder Dragon. Oh man, just seeing Kushala Dara, the Steel Wind Dragon. Oh my god! Like I was like, yes. And there's like new locales, new conventions to the combat system. I can't wait. As a matter of fact, it just made me realize that day that I haven't finished the content of Monster Hunter Wilds because of the way the game shipped on PC and stuff like that. But now the game runs perfect. So why am I fucking around? Like I need to get back into
Nice.
it.
My massage therapist, like his favorite franchise is Monster Hunter. So I got to listen to him talk about
Hey,
how excited he was for it.
hey, we can be friends.
Yeah. So no, I was so happy for you. And then the fact that it's coming to Switch 2, who knows? Maybe I'll
Yeah.
join you on a hunt again. Like we did back in the
And
Rise days.
yeah. Oh, and backing up for a second, Final Fantasy VII Revelation come out simultaneously on all platforms, same day release.
You mean Resonance? Oh no,
Re-
Revelation.
Revelation.
Revelation. Okay, you're still talking about that. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go back because I forgot to mention that the fact that like there's no staggered release, which means that I'm going to be able to play it on PC day one. Yes, hell yes. Play on my ROG Ally X, which by the way, like Pragmata's played exceptionally well on both ROG Allies, on the old
Very
school one and
nice.
the X.
Oh, jeez.
Very nice.
Yep.
Right.
Which, by the way, I'm so glad I got the Steam Deck when I did because of the price increase.
Oh
Holy
God,
moly.
yeah.
No, those are very, very good picks. I think
Sure. Yeah.
is it? Yeah,
I'm
Corey, it's
so
your turn.
distracted right now by like 75 different things.
Come on, pay attention. Stop being distracted.
So, I mean, call me
I
after.
could use a distraction.
LeRon, you're not invited. Sorry. So I think the big one obviously was Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. It's my most anticipated game.
Yep.
Yes.
That was one of my mentions too,
It's
but
my
I
most
knew Corey had that. That's
anticipated
why I was
game
like, I
of the
can
year.
gladly
I can't wait.
not mention
I
it.
think it's like double or triple the size of Engage, I think. There's 4 separate campaigns. They're not branching
Yeah, it
campaigns this
looks
time. They're all
humongous.
different campaigns, so that's cool. Sothis is back and she looks incredible. I can't wait to see how this ties into Three Houses. And I pre-ordered the collector's edition because I need it.
Woohoo!
I want
know.
it, but at the same
know.
time, I'm like, I can't just be throwing money out here for these collector's editions like this anymore.
I can't either, and I've done actually a really great job, but this one I was gonna make an exception for, especially since it kept selling out in literally seconds. Like, one time I clicked on a link as soon as it went live, but I had to do the stupid two-step verification process, and because of the two-step verification process, it's sold out.
You've never
No, this is gonna be my
played a
first,
Fire
Fire
Emblem?
Emblem game that I'm playing. No, I plan
Man.
on going back, but I haven't gotten to it. I'm like, "Alright, this
actually-
is, like, no excuses, I need to play this." Yes, I know, Three Houses and
Okay.
stuff.
So Corey just marathoned like the Fire Emblem games.
Mhm.
I would say, and I think Corey would agree with me. Get the first Fire Emblem for Game Boy Advance, followed by the second
Okay.
one, and then if
I-
anything, probably you can go ahead and skip ahead to Three Houses. Probably. I say that because if you still have a Nintendo 3DS, it might be worthwhile. Which one is the popular one for 3DS, Corey? Yeah.
I have a 3DS, so I mean, if I can find the game.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But I still ordered the collector's edition too, so I'm looking forward to it. Out of my one of like 20 September games that I'm buying.
Man, let's see. I would say, man, the Game Boy Advance ones, they're cool, but like I'm trying to get in Stephanie's mind here to see like what she would. I mean, I've got a permanent parking spot.
Good luck
After
with
today,
that.
I got a permanent parking spot there, Steph.
You don't want to. You do not want to know what's in my mind.
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you when you're older.
Man, what were y'all doing this morning?
I actually think the 3DS ones would probably be more up our alley, like the Awakening and actually, you know what I'm going to tell you to do? No, this is not the answer you're going to expect.
Because the GBA ones are
anyway.
The GBA ones are probably too simple.
Fire Emblem Heroes on mobile. It's free.
Oh.
No, it's free to play. It plays. It is just a simplified version of the 3DS
keep telling
game.
Me to play
it's
that.
Free to play. The campaign is entirely free. If you want a sense of what Fire Emblem is like, you could try it there and then jump into something. But if you want like a quote unquote real Fire Emblem experience, I would say Fire Emblem Awakening is probably the best place to start on 3DS. Or, man, I almost want to say Engage is a great place to start, but it relies so heavily on the history of Fire Emblem that like it doesn't really make sense to start there. So Awakening or the GameCube one. That's a great place to start. Yeah, just play them all. Just play them all. You'll be fine.
Just all of them. I'll just start everywhere. I'll just throw myself.
Let's see. There was one other thing that I saw. I mean, Star Fox. We kind of already talked about that though. But yeah. I'm actually really interested to see the stuff they added to Halo Campaign Evolved, because they added like a prequel storyline, a 3-mission prequel, which seems interesting. But I don't know. And apparently it came out today. You can play the entire game in third person, which is strange for Halo. But all right, Stephanie, you got more? Any more?
Yeah, I do. Most of them are like I can quick fire, whatever you want to call it. So obviously, Pokemon Pokopia, all the additional content. Like there's one free update in August. Then there'll be a paid DLC in 3 waves. This is the first time any sort of sim-like game, quote unquote, has caught my attention since Harvest Moon 64. I think part of it is the nostalgia of it, because you're playing as a Ditto that reminds me of like the first TV show series, and you're actually talking to the Pokemon, and the area, like, it reminds me a lot of the Kanto region. So I am looking forward to diving, no pun intended, back into Pokopia. I do think, though, given this fact that Switch 2's hit like the one-ish year mark, Switch 2, I believe out of all the games that have released, Pokopia has been one of the bigger console sellers for Switch 2. I hate to say it. I feel like Mario Kart World was okay. I feel like most people, even Mario Kart fans, felt like 8 or 8 Deluxe is better, which I agree. Donkey Kong Bonanza is great. I would say that might be like maybe the second, you know. The reviews weren't as great for Pokemon Legends ZA. I'm sure it still was popular, but I don't know, just based off of first party Nintendo titles in the first year of the Switch 2 lifespan, I feel like Pokopia was one of the bigger console movers.
Oh yeah.
So that was all that. And then Senua, I don't know if you noticed, a lot of what I've been naming was all Xbox stuff. Again, granted, not all of them are console exclusives, but I was shocked. I did not expect a Senua announcement out of all the announcements. Like,
I didn't
I
either.
really didn't. And it seems like they're tweaking the direction a little bit, maybe to make it a little bit more friendly for newer audiences. And I'm really happy for them if that works. I want it to work. I love Senua. I loved her first 2 games. Super excited for this.
2027.
Looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Did
definitely
they say
more
when that one was
action
gonna release?
adventure oriented.
2027, or is that a
I'm
no?
thinking more along the lines
Yeah,
of like a
that's
God of
fine.
War, which is what people wanted from Hellblade 2 originally, but they said they took a lot of feedback to heart, and the fact that there was very little combat in the second one. Yeah, so
Mhm. And then 2 other quick ones. Just a shout out to the Bloober team. Not all of their announcements made Summer Game Fest weekend, but they're just like firing on all cylinders. Not only are they working on a Nintendo horror game and Silent Hill 1 remake, but they're also helping out with Saw, the Saw game. Not that I'll be playing it, but it's still there. Um, and Star Trek Shadow Frontier, LeRon, have you seen that
Yes, I have.
trailer?
Yes, I have,
And then
and I've got my eye on it.
good. And Chronos The New Dawn, they're coming up with a new DLC. So just in general though, Bloober team is on fire. I love you guys. And then last but not least, Final Fantasy Resonance, the
Yes.
first Final Fantasy 2D HD thing that partially is based off of a former mobile game, but not all of it. And you can play as Cloud
yeah,
if you
that
wanted
game was
to. I
cool.
don't know. There's so much I need to
I
know
like
about
the
it.
HD 2D games, like that style. I wish they would do more. I wish they would license the engine out because I think something like Mega Man or something Capcom or Konami related would be awesome in that engine, but I don't think Square is going to do that because it clearly sells their games. So, but I think that's it. I think we did it.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many announcements, and I feel like the majority of them were very noteworthy. We saw a lot of franchises make a comeback, a lot of fan favorites, a lot of new directions.
Mm.
We're all going to be poor. I might have to go
We might
back to
have to
my
stream
streaming
this on
job.
OnlyFans.
I'm being really good about my spending.
Yeah, they do that on
I'll like
Twitch.
play video games while I'm in a hot tub or something. I
You
don't
don't
know.
even have to
People
do
do that,
OnlyFans
right?
for that.
There you go.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
Now I just need a hot tub. Anyway. This was a lot of fun. This whole past weekend of announcements and stuff has kind of
Yeah. It was
reinvigorated,
good.
it's given me a lot to look forward to. I'm not to say that it's been stale lately, but maybe it's because my life's
Video games
been
are a great
garbage
escape from
lately,
the
but
awfulness
I'm
of
so
life, aren't
excited
they?
now thanks to video games and you guys.
Oh, man. When life
Yes.
is awful,
They for real are.
pick up your controller.
Just remember to game responsibly. Don't let games like ruin your life.
Well, of course.
I know somebody out there listening out there in the stream
Look, that's
universe
their
is like,
problem,
man,
okay?
why this guy to be a Debbie Downer? Like, let me live my life.
Yeah. Like cocaine. That's probably
Probably
a
a
worse
lot
addiction
worse
than video
addictions
games,
out there, I
or
guess.
meth.
I don't know. They're all bad.
Just
Okay.
your
Yeah, I was
entire
about to say
house could
crystal
blow up
meth
with
probably
meth.
has that
So
beat.
that seems bad.
Anyway.
Anyways, everybody out there, I want to thank you so much for watching and or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. You can find us live every Wednesday on your platform of choice or on podcast services on Mondays. Stephanie, it's good to see your face again. We missed you.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully I can
Yes.
swing by once in a while. For those that haven't seen me a while here on the Boss Rush podcast, I am on the Games Cast. Does that come out on the same feed as this?
It has its own
This
feed.
feed? This Boss Rush podcast feed, Games Cast?
Yeah, it
All
has
right,
zone.
focus, Corey, focus. We're almost there, okay? And then also I help with Boss Rush Spotlight.
Thank you for
but
having me.
hopefully I'll be back.
Like
Thank
you
you
don't
for having
belong
me.
here. LeRon, you're all right too. I appreciate you. We're all fine.
Thanks.
We're all the
I'm fine
dogs
being
sitting in
just
the
all right. I'm
firehouse,
fine.
drinking our coffees and our, and LeRon's just the Donald Glover meme of him dropping the
This is
pizzas
fine.
when he walks in and the house is on fire. So anyways, everybody out there, remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review wherever you listen. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we love you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. You can choose a tier that's right for you for as little as $1 a month, and you can even follow us for free. Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Francisco Santillan, Celeste Roberts of Read Only Magazine, Christian S. of Franchise Festival, Todd Okstra of Fandom Foundry, Making Fun of MacGyver, Chat of the Wild, a Legend of Zelda podcast, and Sana Dirrig. Thanks for your continued support of Boss Rush Media and the Boss Rush Network.